Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Save Bay. So what I wanted to talk about was last night on my Save Bay community, we got real raw and deep in conversation, and we were very vulnerable with one another. I was giving them points of 10 common traits of rejection in women, and I got to the part to where I told them, you're not Superwoman, right? In my notes, I told them, you're not Superwoman. And then one of the women, of course, everybody was chiming in on the points that I was giving and, talking about there are certain situations concerning that. And another woman started talking, and she was like, I went through this horrible divorce, horrendous divorce, and, you know, I'm always the strong friend. I'm always the strong sister. I'm always the strong person in the group. And that put me in a position to where nobody checks on me. And let me tell you why that's dangerous. It's dangerous because, number one, when we put a cape, we're not built to be super women, right? God built us to be loving, to be nurturing, to be feminine, to just to operate as Proverbs 31 women. He didn't create us to be superwoman, superman, super independent. I can do everything by myself. I don't need nobody. And sometimes that puts us in a position where people view us as a strong person. You're so strong, and they tend not to check on you. And she was saying how, like, I'm literally going through a divorce, crying my eyes out. We're splitting houses. I don't even know how I'm gonna pay a light bill. And then I got the friend group talking about we about to go on a trip. And nobody's calling her, checking on her. Nobody's making sure that she's good. Nobody calling and saying, hey, how was your mental health today? How are you feeling today mentally? Is there something that I can do for you? Hey, let me pray for you. And she said sometimes people can be so out of tune because they get used to you being the strong friend. But when you need them, you're always, when they need you, you're always there for them. And I'm not saying this to bash our friends. I'm not saying this to make people look bad who consider certain people in their life strong friends. But I just want you to know that it's okay to be vulnerable. And I had to break down with her. It's okay to be vulnerable, because when I sat down and put myself in her position, because let's be clear, we have all went through divorce. In my case, I never really remember none of the people that I consider close friends really calling to check on my well-being, because they're so used to me being the strong one. And then you sit and you're going through this mental process, this emotional process, this depressing process, and it's like nobody's there. But thankfully, I did have people reach out to me on social media. Actually, people that came in towards the end of what I was going through in that season, and they were, calling me, checking on me, praying with me. But just imagine being labeled a strong friend and nobody cares enough to check on you because they're so used to you wearing this invisible cape with Superwoman on it. So we got really in depth about not being Superwoman and being learning how to be vulnerable with people and tell them, hey, this is what I'm going through. I can't go on no girls trip. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm going through a divorce. Why are we talking about girls trips? Why are we talking about going out and drinking? Like, I'm really going through something traumatic over here. And it also exposes when a season is up for certain people in your life, because you should never have to go through something traumatic alone. So if you're a woman and you're going through something similar, a breakup, or you want to learn how to break soul ties, you're in the process of, we had generational curse talk last night, and how we need to go against the altars that hold those curses and covenants. Now, if you want to be a part of a faith-based group, it's absolutely free. It's my Save Bay Community Zoom. I put it together to build community, to give women a safe space to be vulnerable, to fellowship with other women, and most importantly, we do Bible and prayer. So you can click the link in the bio and you can join today. I hope this video helps somebody. Have a good one.